It's mid-February and we got something a little bit different here for you this week. Temps are really warm and we're up here on Rainy Lake chasing smallmouth bass through the ice. I mean, we were driving up and we had temps that were close to 50 degrees. So it's nice we can be out here in a sweatshirt, and right now we have clouds. I think the sun's gonna poke through here in a little while and hopefully these bass are gonna get going. We've drilled a bunch of holes, and once you find these smallmouth, you're gonna get a bunch of them. We're out here in the main basins adjacent to humps and reefs out here where these smallmouth bass live in the wintertime. They like deeper water, so we're fishing in anywhere from 25 to 35 feet next to these humps, and we could be in for a good day. It takes a lot to find these fish, but once you do, it's almost like crappie fishing, but you're catching, 2 to 4.5 pound fish. So stick with us, it's gonna be a fun one.
Markham Technologies unleashes GPS with the release of the RT9, the first to combine sonar, underwater camera, and navionics mapping in a 9-inch ruggedized touchscreen tablet. Built on the Android operating system, the Wi-Fi-enabled RT9 can be used as a standalone tablet or snap into the cradle or performance pack for unmatched portability. Ice electronics the way they were meant to be. Sonar, GPS, underwater camera, one unit. Experience the RT9 from Markham Technologies.
When we care about something, it shows. To help protect these things, call on the knowledge and experience of a local independent insurance agent that you know and trust. Some things we just can't afford to lose, and that is why we exist, because the worst brings out our best. Holden Insurance, Duluth and Superior.
RJ Sport & Cycle, headquartered in Duluth, is the premier Lund boat dealership in northeastern Minnesota and northwestern Wisconsin. We carry a widespread selection of aluminum and fiberglass fishing boats, so whether you are an inland lakes fisherman or a Great Lakes guru, we have the perfect boat to fit your needs. Take advantage of our spring catch program going on now. Browse our available models online at rjsportandcycle.com or stop into our store to view our extensive selection of all things fishing.
Hey everybody, it's time to go ice fishing, and no place better to shop than Marine General. Ice tents, augers, fish finders and underwater cameras, rods and combos, boots, gloves, jackets and bibs. And the best prices anywhere. Marine General, London Road in Duluth.
Come on into Marine General and get outdoors with us.
When fishing these smallmouth bass in the wintertime, it really pays to do your homework beforehand, and the Markham RT9 makes it that much easier for us. We plug our navionics chip in here, and we can mark out reefs and humps that we think look good. We get out on the ice, we'll drill a hole, and we'll put down an underwater camera to see what kind of bottom structure there is, and if it's the right type of rock that we're looking for. Rocks that aren't too big, you don't want shelf rock because it's not going to hold crayfish. You want rocks that are maybe the size of, a couch or a lounge chair, because those are the kind of rocks that these crayfish are going to go down into, which bring the bass there as well. And a fun part about Rainy Lake like this is you're out on these suspended reefs, and in the deep water off these reefs are, whitefish and tullibees, and there's big pike. So throughout the day, we stuck a couple of big pike as well, which makes it even more fun. You just never know what you're going to catch out there.
Got him. Man, they're turned right up off bottom this morning. There we go. Not a monster, but definitely nice, and they're just choking that VMC Moon Eye jig. Oh, comes right out. Just a little smelt minnow on there. That's pretty much the main forage they're eating down there. Smelts, 3-inch. Another beauty fish. We'll get that one back. Right back down. Awesome.
These fish are just being kind of
picky right now. I had on a tube, it wouldn't hit that. It had that 360 on, it wouldn't hit that, so I just put a minnow bait with the jig head and a squirt of Dr. Juice on there. I mean, they're down there. There it is. Mike was getting a couple on that minnow bait too, and I just switched over to this one. It feels decent. And you just gotta barely twitch it. And a little bit of Dr. Juice on there with that minnow bait. Come on, there it is. It's a nice fish. That's a nice fish. Ugh. And that's funny. With that tube, these fish would just barely nip the back of the tube with that 360 and they won't really take it. This one, that hook was in there far. So I don't know what it is about this little presentation, but you always want to have a couple of rods rigged up and ready to go. And a little squirt of the Dr. Juice scent. And that fish ate it good. That's a fun bass. 26 feet of water here. There's a couple of big boulders down there that we saw on the camera. And maybe we got the ticket going here. And there she goes. There she goes. Yeah, I don't know. It just pays to keep switching things up until you get them to go. I had to work a little bit for that fish, but I think now we kind of found a presentation that's going to work right now. And you know, it may work great for the rest of the day, or it may work great for the next 10 minutes, and then something else is going to work. You just never know. So you always got to be switching it up. And it always pays to put a little scent on here just to add some extra life to this bait. Just a jig head. It's a 1/4 ounce jig head and a minnow tail there. And we like to keep that as, you know, as horizontal as possible. Something just like that will work good. And when you catch one of these bass, you're likely going to catch another one pretty quick. So get back down there as fast as we can. And hopefully we can stick another one here soon. Oh, there's a big pike coming up at me. Big pike. Ooh, watch this. There it is. Maybe not that big of a pike, but it's a pike. I was dropping it down and I saw a mark on the graph about 10 feet down there. And we're on these reefs out here. Oh, there it's mad. And there's a big pike out here circling too and getting this bait. That was pretty cool. He came up at it and he went back down and then he just stood here. Come here. Ugh. Come here, buddy. That's fun. You just never know what you're gonna catch out here. Fish down there. Starting to come up. There we go. Oh, that one feels heavy. Get that out of the way here. Oh, just moved holes and sent this minnow bait down there, and this feels like a good one. Look at that one. That's what we came out here for. I just sent that bait down there. He just barely had it too. Look at the size of that beauty. Very nice fish. Right back down. Awesome.
There's a good one.
Is it nice?
Yeah. Was that 3 fish here in the last 5 minutes between us three?
Oh, doubled up.
You got one too, Will?
Yeah.
Yours feel good too?
Feels all right.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one here.
a beauty.
It's a good one, eh?
Doubled up on Rainy.
Can't argue with that.
No way.
Man, that's a ticket there, huh?
Yeah, they seem to want these smelt minnows. That must be what they're eating down there. I'll let mine go and
Yeah, that's
cheers,
a good
go
one
to.
there.
Right away. Awesome.
Sweet.
I have another one down there. He's been up and down, and I've just switched colors on that little minnow bait. I got him coming up. There he is. Man, these St. Croix Mojo rods are the ticket for these bass. They're nice and long, medium power. Well, that's what they produce. Another nice one. Oh. Yeah, I mean, just from the backbone in the rod and then the light tip where you can detect those sensitive bites, and they're almost pushing the bait up. So when they bite the bait, they're pushing it up and swimming it up with it, and you really have to watch that tip. And we're really hammering them. Get that fish back.
Everyone has something they can't afford to lose. And these days, nobody's looking to spend extra money. But the knowledge and experience of an independent insurance agent can help show how to affordably protect the things that are most important. And if those things are covered by a West Bend home and highway policy, you might someday discover for yourself how the worst brings out our best. Holden Insurance, Duluth and Superior.
Hey everybody, it's time to go ice fishing, and no place better to shop than Marine General. Ice tents, augers, fish finders and underwater cameras, rods and combos, boots, gloves, jackets and bibs. And the best prices anywhere. Marine General, London Road in Duluth.
Come on into Marine General and get outdoors with us.
RJ Sport & Cycle, headquartered in Duluth, is the premier Lund boat dealership in northeastern Minnesota and northwestern Wisconsin. We carry a widespread selection of aluminum and fiberglass fishing boats, so whether you are an inland lakes fisherman or a Great Lakes guru, we have the perfect boat to fit your needs. Take advantage of our spring catch program going on now. Browse our available models online at rjsportandcycle.com or stop into our store to view our extensive selection of all things fishing.
Markham Technologies unleashes GPS with the release of the RT9, the first to combine sonar, underwater camera, and navionics mapping in a 9-inch ruggedized touchscreen tablet. Built on the Android operating system, the Wi-Fi-enabled RT9 can be used as a standalone tablet, or snap into the cradle, or performance pack for unmatched portability. Ice electronics the way they were meant to be. Sonar, GPS, underwater camera, one unit. Experience the RT9 from Markham Technologies.
Yeah, see how they lightly, I saw it.
That was really light.
Yeah.
He's still down there. Here he comes. He just like,
Yeah, they just grab onto it, dude.
that was kind of weird, huh? There he is again. He'll hit it. There he is.
Attaboy. Want some help?
Sure. I don't quite know the size. Feels alright though.
Oh, beauty.
That is a nice one, bud.
Look at that. Right on, dude.
That didn't take long at all at this spot. It's on that 360 jig and plastic.
New bait.
That's all it takes.
New bait, big
Look
fish.
at that pig.
There's a lot more where that came from.
Yes, I know. I missed
sure.
one. I saw two more down there. This guy came up and whacked it. Beautiful. That's a nice fish. There you go on, girl. Awesome. Out here in this main lake basin, we're finding some humps out here, and they are loaded with smallmouth. Here he comes.
Yeah, see. There it is.
I just put my lure back down there. Ah. Yeah, I can't even see what we got there.
Looks like another tanker. Oh, another dark one. Look at that, dude.
Back to back. I just let that one go. My lure didn't even get to bottom.
Yeah, once
And
you
whack.
find them, they're so congregated on these boulders that are down there. So we might have a boulder right here and a boulder right there, and they're just swimming around down there. And there's wolf packs, like there's lots.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, that's a
That one's
healthy
got some thickness to it.
3.5 pound, maybe 4 pound fish.
Yeah, you're a huge bass guy, so you got their weight dialed in.
I
So
would
you'd say
like
that's
to-
pushing 4, huh?
Oh yeah, I would like to have
Awesome.
that one on tourney day for sure. Yeah, good fish, man.
Unbelievable. Crazy. Down she goes. That is so much fun. Just out here catching and release these smallmouth. Jigging a plastic, some fluorocarbon, some braid. Wow.
Fish here. There we go.
There we are. Oh yeah.
Man, they're
That's
just,
a big one, bud.
they're all
You
just
got me beat.
mega tankers down there.
Holy cow.
That's what we call a Rainy Lake Panda.
Unbelievable.
Look at that baby.
That's
That-
what we're for.
Yeah, that is definitely a 4 pound fish.
That's a big one.
Healthy. And this is the dead of winter. Wait till springtime and summertime. This is probably, you're pushing a 5 pound class
I
fish
suppose.
right there.
Yeah.
Beauty. Yeah.
Crazy. Once you find them, I mean, we drilled a bunch of holes and I popped those two. You just got this one in 2
I
minutes.
know. And this might be the stuff they're feeding on down there. Is just little
like
little larvae and
Yep.
freshwater shrimp and stuff like that. But
Yeah, that's a cool looking fish.
yeah, it's a 4.25. And just like that, she's gone. Beauty. Let's catch some more.
That's a good one.
Yeah, a couple pounder.
Got a tube on there?
Yeah, about a these 2 3/4 inch tubes.
Yeah.
2.5 seems about right.
It's nice to see some plastics. You don't have to deal with bait or anything
Right,
like that.
right, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, nice chunky one. Seems like those tubes that are kind of that 2.5 to 3 inch or a little better. I don't know if you've ever hand-fed smallmouth like little crayfish or whatever, but they won't eat those bigger ones. You know, they'll kind of eat those smaller 2.5 inch crayfish.
Feels pretty small, but again, all that took was a change of lure. So I always carry 2 rods with me when we're doing this, because you'll have one lure down there and these fish will come up and look at it and they won't hit it. So you reel that up, throw something else down there that's drastically different. You know, you use like a silver color and then a brown tube. You know, 2 lures that contradict each other. And a lot of times it gets these bass to bite, as it did here. Awesome. And when you catch one, there's usually more of them down there. So I'm gonna put this dark colored tube back down and try to get another one to go here. You just have to drill a bunch of holes, and once you find them, you're in for a fun time.
There we go.
Attaboy, bud. Again.
We've been saying it all weekend. That was another bait change. I had to switch up.
But what got you here is us with these underwater cameras.
Finding those boulders, and it is
little
a beauty.
recon.
Look at that one.
Holy cow, bud.
That is a beauty.
And that's a fish we would not have caught without this recon. We put it down there, we turn it around, we find where these rocks are. I tell Wilson to drill a hole right here, drills a hole, bam, there's a fish.
Yeah, that's on the VMC Moon Eye jig with just a chunk of minnow.
That's incredible.
Yeah, and it welded him.
That's a nice fish.
I honestly think...
Eggsy's got one too.
Here's a beauty too.
Had a good one, too, Eggs. Nice. Incredible. And again, I'm sitting here, I'm running the underwater cameras, and I'm telling these guys where there's rocks. You know, there's a rock here, there's a rock there. We drill holes, and there's bass. I mean, we can literally see the rocks and see the bass on these cameras.
Come over here, Egg.
It's incredible.
That just shows you how many fish are down there, though, right? When they're 3-pounders or...
I mean, it's incredible.
0.5-pounders.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Awesome time, though. Cheers.
That is super cool.
Just like that.
Beauty.
So I haven't grabbed a fish. I fished, 5-6 holes that we drilled and nothing. So now I'm gonna grab my RT9 and go walk around. With this RT9 and my Navionics chip, I can really walk around and I can place waypoints where I want to drill a hole, and I'll mark it in the snow and I'll come back with my auger and drill there. And after we drill, we get set up, put this in our docking station, we can stick down our camera. You can run a camera, GPS, sonar, all off this one unit. Just put that 360 on there. It feels like a good one too. Come on, girl. Oh, beauty. Let's get this beautiful girl back in the water. You can tell her belly's getting full. She's gonna start spawning here soon. Right now it's middle of February. And this is a riot. And fishing for these fish is only going to get better. We'll be out here in a boat in a month and a half time, going after these same fish. Wow, is this cool. There she waves goodbye. Oh man. I don't even know how to explain it. You change up your lure and it doesn't even hit bottom, and a bass comes up and just cranks it. That is so cool. And it's exactly like crappie fishing. You're gonna come out here and you're gonna catch a ton of these, but they're all, 3, 4. We're hoping for a 5-pounder. It's magical, absolutely magical. RJ Sport & Cycle, headquartered in Duluth, is the premier Lund boat dealership in northeastern Minnesota and northwestern Wisconsin. We carry a widespread selection of aluminum and fiberglass fishing boats, so whether you are an inland lakes fisherman or a Great Lakes guru, we have the perfect boat to fit your needs. Take advantage of our spring catch program going on now.
Browse our available models online at rjsportandcycle.com or stop into our store to view our extensive selection of all things fishing.
Hey everybody, it's time to go ice fishing, and no place better to shop than Marine General. Ice tents, augers, fish finders and underwater cameras, rods and combos, boots, gloves, jackets and bibs. And the best prices anywhere. Marine General, London Road in Duluth.
Come on into Marine General and get outdoors with us.
When we care about something, it shows. To help protect these things, call on the knowledge and experience of a local independent insurance agent that you know and trust. Some things we just can't afford to lose. And that is why we exist. Because the worst brings out our best. Holden Insurance, Duluth and Superior.
Markham Technologies unleashes GPS with the release of the RT9, the first to combine sonar, underwater camera, and navionics mapping in a 9-inch ruggedized touchscreen tablet. Built on the Android operating system, the Wi-Fi-enabled RT9 can be used as a standalone tablet, or snap into the cradle, or performance pack for unmatched portability. Ice electronics the way they were meant to be. Sonar, GPS, underwater camera, one unit. Experience the RT9 from Markham Technologies.
Alrighty, I think that's a wrap, huh? I haven't seen a fish in a little while here. Boys want a caller? Whew, that was a fun day up here, out in the open waters here, chasing smallmouth through the ice. I don't know, how long have you been doing that? I mean, this is fun stuff.
Yeah, we've been doing this for a while, and it's something different, right? Nobody thinks to come out in the end of winter, you know, the tail end, to come and catch smallies. I'm a bass head. Eggsy's kind of moving his way up there, so it's fun to get the early spring out of your system.
Yeah, and this time of year that walleye bite kind of slows down, and you know you can't really get the boat out yet, so it's fun to come out here and do something different. I mean, once you find them, you catch a bunch of them. So.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
it was a fun day for sure.
Fun day. Yeah. Well, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.